Right, back in. All about content on day 10. Creating content. Content is for your clients. It's not for you. That's the most important thing I want to put across today. You are always creating content for the other people that are going to buy from you. You're not doing it for you. You're not doing it for your mates. You're not doing it for other tradespeople. You're always creating content for the market of the people and the clients that you want to attract. Okay. Now, again, before we kick into content, if you don't promote your business, who will? You've got to promote your business. And I'm going to keep that there for all of these lead inquiry and generating tasks that are available to you. If you don't do it, who will? You've got to promote your business. Now, again, the mental block with content, a lot of people don't know what to post. I'm going to cover that off. A lot of people have the confidence of, posting in itself and putting your company out there and your brand out there. Confidence only comes from doing. You're never going to get confident and get ready to be confident. You only get confident by doing and then looking back and going, that worked, well, that didn't work. Don't do that. Do more of this. Confidence only comes from doing. So if you're not confident, you've just got to get going and get moving with it, and then you will get confident. And again, look, you're a wannabe or a real deal. If you want more inquiries, you want to attract great clients, you want to attract great staff as well. This is the key thing with all this stuff, that it actually attracts the right labour, office staff, other people and other affiliates and partners and connections to work with as well. Content will pave the way for you in your business, but it's just doing the right content, the right platform to get the right clientele, the right people in your front door. But it's all about being known. Again, what did I say yesterday? The best known beats the best. So the shotgun or the sniper, same thing. We want to be snipering off the right people and being intentional in what we're doing and using content and social media platforms that are available as a digital asset. So you can all understand an asset being a property or a business. Look at your social media accounts and content that you put out as digital assets to attract the right people into your business. Now, really, look, first thing off for content, facts of content. Content is your CV to the marketplace. If you're not visible on social media, you haven't got any content out there, you don't exist. It's 2024. Everyone's on social media all day long, every day. Doesn't matter whether you're 8 years old or 95 years old. Everyone is glued to their phones. So if you're not leveraging it and using it to your advantage, you are way off the mark. You are missing out on a massive opportunity. Do people get it wrong? Yes, they do. But is there a way of getting it right? Yes, there is. And I'll show you as we go through. Now, content, look at it this way. Content is your proof that you are who you say you are and you deliver on what you say you will. So if you go around saying that you are the best builder in your area, you're the best plasterers in your area, or you're the best plasterer, the best decorator, the best tiler, the best electrical company in your area, but you've got no content to back it up, no one's going to believe you. There is no proof. So you have to have undeniable proof of the work that you've done, the projects you've worked on, and all the right content based on that. That is your proof to customers. Because the key thing with content that you might not know is that content allows you to establish the know, the like, and the trust factor. People have to know you first on the ground roots of stuff. More people that know you, more people that can buy from you. They then have to like you and like your company, and then comes trust. People only buy when there is trust. So you've got to be known first, you've then got to be liked, and then you get the trust. The trust doesn't come automatically, and I know some of you will have faced this. If you're pricing jobs, people are just using you as a pricing exercise because they actually like and prefer the other company, and they're just using you as a tool. That's the worst place you want to be in a business. So the more people that know you, more people that like you, they're then going to trust you, and you're going to be that favoured pole position contractor, general builder, specialist, main contractor, whatever you are. You're only going to get to that point by the more people that know and like you, because you've got that trust in the marketplace, okay? And you know yourself, if you go and Google someone, or if you're about to make a purchase and you can't find them, or you go on social media, you can't find them, it puts you off. You want to go with the big brands. It's the reason we pay a lot of money for certain things. It's the reason we go to certain restaurants. It's the reason we'll pay a lot more for objects such as a watch or a car, because we want that brand. We like the brand, we're sold on it. You've got to view that now as your little trades business, your little construction business, in exactly the same way, because it's human psychology. It's not unique to the bigger brands. It's the same thing on every level. So don't view your company as just a little old company. View yourself as a decent, solid brand and have the right content out there that people actually want to work with. And the next thing is, look, content is free. It is free to do. You know, years ago, if you wanted to advertise to a lot of people and have a lot of people see your stuff, you'd have to pay a fortune for it. Content is free. Like Wakey, it's a system and a tool there that's available for free to have hundreds of people see your stuff and have some brand recognition and trust on who you are and what you do. I can't explain that any easier than that. It's free to do. Just takes a little bit of time, takes a little bit of effort. But in a monetary term, it's free to do. Content is your highest leverage thing that you can do in a business because it sits there forever. You do it once, it sits there forever. You can repost it, you can use it again, you can chop it up, you can change it. It's very high leverage, the amount of people that can see it. And obviously when you're starting out and you're small, if you've got a social media account and it's got 500 followers, still 500 potential people seeing what you've posted. If you put 500 people in a room, it's a lot of people. So don't get discouraged by the big accounts that have got hundreds of thousands of followers. Who gives a fuck? And I'll tell you this as well. I speak to a lot of businesses and I know a lot of people in the social media world as well. And a lot of them with the hundreds of thousands of followers don't actually get that much more work than someone with 500 followers. It doesn't mean that they're more successful just because they've got more of a following. You actually want a following of potential clients. You don't want a massive following of people that are never going to buy from you. You'd rather have 500 people that are all potential clients than 100,000 people and it's loads of people in Pakistan, Taiwan and a load of kids because you put up viral content. That's not what you're trying to do whatsoever. Because you don't know, the next key point, you don't know who is watching or seeing what you do. You never know what client is watching you, watching your profile, or has seen something you've done in their area, and you just don't know who's watching. And that's the unknown with social media. It's not about who's liking stuff, who's commenting on stuff, because look, I'll tell it to you guys as well. Some of the bigger deals that I've done and clients that I've worked with now, they've never liked anything that I've put out. They've never commented on anything I've put out. It's been a straight to a DM or a phone call, and then there's been a deal that's happened. Bigger, better clients work in that way. There is an endless pool of customers on social media. Everyone's on it. Everyone's on it. So if you're not using it, you're missing out. You are missing out massively. Every single person is on it. They're on their phone. Go out for dinner. Everyone's on their phones. It's society now. So if you're not getting the attention of the potential clients that you want, you are literally missing out on the easiest way of doing that and growing your brand. Like I say, your best customers won't comment or like, they just get in touch. Vanity metrics don't matter. Potential customers do. And look, it's 2024. If you don't do content, look, you're dumb. Like you're just dumb. You're missing out on the easiest tool available to you as a business owner, as an entrepreneur. Everyone is checking everyone out. It's just how the world is now. It's how people buy. People buy based on what they see online. Once you understand that, you've got to use it to your advantage. And people buy from brands, and more importantly, people buy from people that they know, like and trust. You have to understand that. If you just understand that premise, the more people that know you, the more people that like you, the more people that will trust you, the more people that are going to buy from you, even if your cost is more expensive than someone else. If they know you, they like you, and they trust you more than the other person, they're going to go with that, because people are actually buying certainty. And you've got to look at it this way, you know, someone who's even having a small job done, let's say they're decorating their home, having their entire house decorated, and it's $2,000, $3,000, whatever it is, on the smaller scale of a job, right? That $3,000 is a big deal to that person. That's a lot of money for that person. It's a big investment for that type of person. Yes, granted, there are people that just want the cheapest. You don't want those clients. But from someone who's a good egg and a good customer, that $3,000, they want to know that they're going to trust that person's going to deliver. They want to know that person's not going to get paint all over the fucking carpet. They want to know that person's going to do the job on time to a really good standard, because they're still spending $3,000. And the same thing applies if you're a general builder and you're doing a job that's $100,000. That's probably going to be the most expensive purchase that person ever makes. So they are going to go with the person they trust the most. They are not going to risk remortgaging their home or putting their hard saved cash over 20 years or 10 years that it's taken them to build up that $100,000 to then spend on their home, have a new kitchen, have a new bathroom, refurb the house. They're going to go with the person they trust the most. So you've got to build trust in the marketplace. You don't have to put your face to it, but I would. I think the people that actually put their face to their company have got the biggest advantage. And I'll give you an overview. There's a couple of clients that I've got that they have put their face to their brand, and when they walk into someone's home, the customer views them as a mini celebrity and puts them on a bit of a pedestal because they know them from social media. They're the guy from social media, and it just makes life so much easier because you've got that credibility, that trust, that status way ahead of everyone else. But equally, I know, and I've written this because I know that some people, you're just not going to put your face to your brand ever. You haven't got the confidence, you haven't got the balls to do it. That's that's on you. That's totally on you. But if I was you, starting again, I would put my face to the brand and build out me and the company as one, and it would just put you in a completely different league. Because look, most people don't do it. Most people don't do it. Most people won't do it, and it's the things that most people won't do. If you do them, that's what gets you ahead. But that's down for you to decide and to make that call on. Posting valuable content builds your warm list that we spoke about yesterday for more people for you to reach out to. Because if you've got more of a following because you're putting content out and more people are interacting with you, that's more conversations you can have, and you can basically use the tool that I gave you yesterday for the warm outreach, and you've got more and more people to go at. Because yesterday in warm outreach, you are going to reach a limit of the people in your phone book, the people that you know, the people that you've got contacts. So if you're growing the contacts by doing the content side, it then fuels the warm outreach that we looked at yesterday. You've got more people to speak to, more meetings to have with people, more interactions, more inquiries, more quotes, more money. Content is the easiest way for you to get those 7 to 10 touch points that we spoke about when we said about building out a sales funnel. Remember, it takes 7 to 10 touch points for someone to feel comfortable with you, aka trust you. They know you, they like you, and they trust you. 7 to 10 touch points. Content is your easiest way of doing that. It's the highest leverage way of doing that. It's the easiest way of building that marketing machine, part of your sales funnel, that actually complements everything else. Because if you go on to do paid ads, if you go on to do warm outreach, if you've got good content as well, it loops all around, because they're seeing you in multiple different places. And it's a bit like you would have experienced before. You might have clicked on an ad before, and then you start seeing that company all over again. You start seeing their van around. You might start seeing a post because your brain has woken up to that company, and that's the effect that you want for your business. You want people to see you in multiple different places. And the key thing is, you don't create content, you document. So you're actually just posting about what you're actually doing. You don't have to sit there and think, right, what content do I fucking do then? You're not going out to make content. Your business is the content. So if you're starting a job, you do a post around that. If you finished a nice job and it looks amazing at the end, you do a post around that. You're just documenting what you're actually doing. Have that mindset flip of you're not creating it, you're documenting what you're doing in the business right now. And you make content assuming that no one knows anything about you or what you are doing. Your customers will find it very interesting why you do things in a particular way, why you lay tiles in a particular way, why you use a particular adhesive, why you use a certain method of prep, why you dig out a trench in a certain way, and why you put concrete in, and why you build things in a certain way, how building control works. All of the stuff that's common to you and me, because we're builders and we're used to it, we're used to the industry, that is alien to your customer. So the more that you are informing your customer into the process, if you make bespoke goods and you say the process works like this, we bring in sheet materials, each unit is designed individually, we then cut the panels, they then get sprayed, they then get this. Your customers are finding that informative, and it's educating them, which is what's that doing? That's building the know, like, and trust factor and formula. So although it seems boring and logical and obvious to you, it's not to your customers. So that you want to have that in mind for all the content that you post out, because again, you're posting for your customers. You're not posting for other tradesmen to go, well, duh, that's obvious. You're not posting for them. You're posting for your customers' sake, and that's it. Content also attracts labour and other trades. Like I said, if you build up a bit of a following, not massive, couple of thousand, few thousand in your local area, you're not asking for a big deal, but other local people will start following you because they'll start seeing properties they recognise, they'll start seeing the sites that you're working on, they'll recognise stuff and they'll connect with it. It's actually an avenue for you to be able to post up in the future. Again, thinking long term as a business owner, you can then post up in the future and go, I'm looking for more carpenters, I'm looking for more decorators, I'm looking for more multi-skilled tradesmen. Whatever it is you're looking for, your content and your social media following is going to make that so much easier as well. And the people that always moan about can't finding labour, because you're not very good at marketing yourself. You're marketing for two reasons. You're marketing to get clients, but you're also marketing all the time to get labour and staff as you grow the business. And look, people get addicted to our industry. You know, you've probably done this yourself. I've done this sometimes. You look at someone building a brick wall, and the way they lay the bricks, you get addicted to it. You get sucked in by watching it. And all sorts of people do this. My father-in-law does this. He'll sit there and watch fucking videos about bollocks because he gets sucked into it. And this is what you really want, because that's just people getting addicted to it. Like, people like what we do. Whatever it is you do, if you're laying tiles or you're decorating, people like what we do. It looks good visually on a camera, on a video. People get addicted to seeing it, and it's just more people that know you, like you, and trust you. One post is a brick in the canyon. So a bit like yesterday, one conversation is not going to do anything. You are literally, every post is a brick in the canyon. You're not going to notice it to begin with. But do 100 posts, keep going and build it into your daily habits. Again, like I spoke about, I will build that out for you guys on what to do daily to operate as a business owner. It builds up over time and it compounds over time, okay? And that's the way to look at it. You're not going to see an instant result, but it will compound over time. And all you need to do it is an iPhone. You've got everything you need. You don't need a flash camera. You don't need a person with a video doing it for you. You can do this very quickly as you go, as you document, and just get into that habit. So, to make this easy for you, what do you post? Number one, proof posts. So the start, the middle, and the end of a project. That's all you've got to do. If you're setting up lads or you're starting on site yourself because you're still on the tools, take some pictures and some videos as you start a job. Every single job that you start going forward, get into the habit of taking pictures and videos. Just take them. It takes 2 seconds to do. You literally whip out your phone and record it. You don't post it there and then. You don't sit there for an hour trying to fucking write it out and do a post. Just take the picture, take the videos there and then. Halfway through the job is a key pivotal point. Photos, record, videos, just do it. And at the end, when you've got a nice finished project, same thing, photos and videos. Just take the footage and the pictures there and then. Don't worry about doing the post there and then. And really the main thing is, I've written there, is you want to be doing this on the type of work that you want more of. So if you're still in this transition stage of doing some smaller jobs that you don't really want to do, because you want to build out doing bigger jobs like extensions, for example, don't put any content out there on the smaller stuff. Only put content out and take content of the big stuff that you want to attract. Equally, that's the same as well for if you're a decorator, let's say, or an electrical company. Don't post up content about you changing a socket for someone. That's a bullshit job. Post up content on the bigger jobs that you want to attract that we spoke about before. Okay. Then you do value posts, and these are really answers to common questions or problems that clients have. So you will know yourself that clients keep asking you the similar things when you go to a job or you go to a project. They ask you similar stuff all the time. You want to make value posts around that and answer that question for people, because that's just going to build the know, like, and trust factor. Okay. Number 3, connection posts, the real, the human side. So again, showing your face. It's your choice whether you do this or not. I personally would. The human side of what you're up to. You might be doing a quote. You might be doing something. Might be doing something with a family. Show the human side a little bit more so people get to relate to you as a person. You might be at football at the weekends with your kids. You might be out for a meal with your family. Just a little bit of the human side, like 10% human side, so the rest of it all works. People buy from people. They ultimately buy from people. You will always would have bought from the person you like the most. So if you show a little bit of human side, you're putting those odds in your favour. And lastly, just in red, to remind you guys, look, you do not post for other trades. You don't post for jokes with someone with their arse hanging out. Honestly, I can't believe it. I see some people doing this. 1 minute they're putting up professional pictures, and the next minute they're posting up their lad with his arse out, standing on a whacker plate, pissing around on site. Do you think your customers are going to really want to use you from that? No, not really. It's not a professional look. Are you going to make some other tradespeople laugh? Yes, but do they pay the bills? No. Your tradespeople and other trade, they're not paying the bills. Your customers are paying the bills and getting the money in and getting you to a point where you make the 10k net a month. So all your posts have got to be around your customers only, not about other people or you. It's not to have your ego stroked, okay? Now, the hack. I could spend hours breaking down content, how it works, how to create it, what to say, but you don't need to know the ins and outs. You just need to know that you should be doing it. All right, and I hope I've got that point across to you in this training today. It takes a bit of time, but it's the most valuable time you will spend because it's evergreen, it's content that will sit there forever. So what I want you to do is research other people what you do. So if you're a decorator, you're electrical, you're a tiling company, have a look around on Instagram specifically for now and find other profiles that look very professional, they're very good, and choose 2 or 3 profiles that you are going to mirror, not copy exactly, but mirror and go, right, well, what have they done? They've posted about this and they've written this. Mirror other companies, find another general contractor who's smashing it in a completely different area. Just spend a bit of time looking around it and go, well, what are they doing versus what are we doing? And compare the two and then mirror those people. That's the easiest hack you can do. Find someone that's already very good at it and mirror what they're doing. Now, how to do it like a pro, because you're not a full-time content creator, and nor am I. I do not spend a lot of time making content, even though I put posts out, I put podcasts out. I consolidate it and make it easy and digestible to do to fit it around everything else that I'm doing. Now, document as you go. So like I say, every job you start now, take pictures, progress at the end, take pictures and get the footage and get the raw footage that you're going to need. If you've got an iPhone, it will be the right clarity, it will look good. Post in the evenings, because you're already on the phone. I guarantee when you get home from work, you're already on social media, you're already scrolling, you're already looking at other people's shit. Convert that time, instead of looking at other people's shit, put your own shit out. It's not going to cost you any more time. You're already spending time on it, I guarantee it. And you can either be used by social media, or you can use it to your advantage. So you can't come at me with you haven't got time to do it. It's just a lack of priorities. Again, being brutally honest, it's a lack of priorities of not being used by social media and looking at other people's shit and looking at crap, videos that are not going to pay you any money, versus you converting that time into you putting your own content out there, mirroring other companies that are very good at it as well, and then actually building your own brand and putting your own content out. And it's just a mindset switch that you need to have. Use social media to your advantage. Don't be used by it. You can spend hours looking at shit that's not paying you any money, but putting content out will eventually start paying you money, start creating inquiries, and it will generate opportunities that you don't even know about yet. Okay? Then when you can afford it, you just pay someone else to do the posts. But depending on what stage you're at, if it's all on you, it's all on you. You've got to do it. Sorry, that's the crack. But if you've got a wife, you've got a missus, you've got a sister, you've got a cousin, if you're filming the content, taking the pictures on the go in a day, by all means, get them to do it now. If they'll do it for you now for free, get them to do it. But you need to be doing it. It's non-negotiable. You need to be doing it. So your action steps. Research and find free accounts in your market on Instagram. Go to Instagram and find 3 other joinery companies, 3 other electrical companies, plumbing companies, general builders, and find the 3 that you like and go, they've got a really nice looking account, it looks professional. And then what I want you to do to start mirroring them is start taking pictures and videos that match every job that you want going forward. So like I say, don't start making content about shit that you don't want. Start making content and videos around the jobs that you've currently got and you want more of, and mirror those 3 people that you find. Now, be resourceful, like I say. If you're not going to do it, if you know in your heart of hearts you're not going to do it, get your cousin, your partner, your sister, your nephew, your niece, whoever, to do the posting for you and work out a deal for them that's easy to do. But someone's got to do it. And again, the art of being an entrepreneur, being resourceful. You've got to be resourceful and find a way of doing stuff. Not putting barriers up, you've got to find the way. And really, you want to be aiming to posting 3 to 5 times a week. Don't need to post every day, but 3 to 5 times a week is going to be enough, okay? And that's all you need to do right now. And tomorrow, what I'll actually do is show you some of my clients' accounts, and I'll show you my account as well, what I do, how it works, what they do, what results they get from it specifically as well, so you can understand better how it's actually going to work. It's going to be easier for me to just show you what's working, how to do it, and it's going to be much more simple. But this is what I need you to do for today.